One of the major commercial and cultural hubs in Western Germany is this extremely old cathedral city on the Rhine River. The beautiful Cologne Cathedral is just one of the 12 magnificent Romanesque cathedrals that make Cologne famous. They are all conveniently close to the city's historic old town, which is the best part for tourists. Cologne's history dates all the way back to the 1st century CE, when it was founded as the regional capital and fortress of the Roman Empire. The fact that it has preserved aspects from all the various eras of its lengthy history is actually one of its most alluring characteristics for travelers. The significance of Cologne never truly diminished, and it is still one of the most significant cultural hubs in Germany today, along with several art and entertainment establishments, including more than 100 galleries and at least 36 museums. It is home to one of the oldest universities in all of Europe. Additionally, it's a well-liked destination for shoppers, particularly along pedestrian-friendly streets like Schildergasse. Watch our comprehensive video of the top 10 attractions and entertaining things to do in Cologne to make the most of your touring time. Number 1. Old Town Cologne. You'll pass through the charming Old Town of Cologne as you stroll around the city's many ancient churches and museums. Along with historic buildings like Great St. Martin, there are innumerable streets lined with old houses, many of which are now boutique shops, galleries, cafes, and restaurants. You will have plenty of opportunities to take in beautiful sights as you navigate this old city thanks to the many nice walks that run along the Rhine. The various monuments and fountains that dot the area will also leave you in wonder. A portion of your time should be dedicated to touring the Old Town's archaeological zone, which is home to numerous old ruins and antiquities. These include a portion of a nearly 2,000-year-old Roman sewage system, as well as the Praetorium, or Governor's Palace, ruins from the Roman era that were discovered beneath the city hall. 2. Cologne Cathedral. Since 1164, the Three Kings relic has been kept at Cologne Cathedral, a popular destination for pilgrimages from around the world. Work on a new Gothic structure to house these priceless artifacts began in 1248, and it was modeled after the ethereal cathedrals of northern France. The most popular tourist destination in Germany is the Cologne Cathedral, whose 19th century towers remain the second tallest buildings in the city. The cathedral is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Inside, there is a bewildering array of priceless art to view, including 1500s stained glass windows, the 10th century Girocreuse crucifix, and a 1300s high altar made of black marble with niches engraved with scenes from the coronation of the Virgin. The Three Kings gilded shrine, however, is what draws the tourists. This triple sarcophagus is adorned with Nicholas of Verdun's 12th century reliefs depicting scenes from the lives of the apostles, prophets, and Christ. 3. Rhine River Cruise. It would be a shame to visit this lovely city without taking a boat trip on the Rhine to see it and the surrounding river landscapes. You'll receive unmatched views of the most significant Cologne monuments during an hour-long sightseeing cruise, including the Hohenzollern Bridge, the Old Town's charming buildings, and the cathedral's twin spires. The Rhine River Evening Panorama Cruise, a leisurely 2-hour tour to view the city lit up, is one of the most well-liked things to do in Cologne at night. On the 3-hour Cologne Rhine River dinner cruise, you may even take in the scenery while dining from a buffet of local favorites. Join a Rhine River cruise to Königswinter to explore even more of the Rhine Valley, or go from Cologne on a hop-on, hop-off KD Rhine Pass to spend the entire day visiting the Rhine and Mosel rivers and their attractive cities. 4. Hohenzollern Bridge. The cathedral and Calm Triangle are connected by a tiered arch bridge that was built at the beginning of the 20th century. When it was repaired after the war, only rail and pedestrian traffic was allowed. Cross the bridge and look ahead to the tower of Great St. Martin Church and the towers of the Cologne Cathedral to the one among Europe's largest rivers. Over the past 10 years, the Lovelock's mania has spread to other places, including the bridge. As a symbol of permanence, couples affix a padlock to the grating next to the sidewalk and toss the key into the river. While love locks have compromised other European constructions, the robust Hohenzollern Bridge can support the additional weight of the more than 2 tons of locks. 5. Schildergasse Street. One of the biggest retail avenues in Europe, Schildergasse Street is a vibrant, car-free pedestrian area filled with international department stores and cutting-edge construction. An estimated 13,000 visitors pass through here every hour, appreciating the upscale designer shops and notable structures like the majestic Peak and Kloppenburg's Weltsitzhaus, which Renzo Piano built, and the Antonitterkirche, Cologne's oldest Protestant church. However, not all of the retail in this area is contemporary. The second oldest street in Cologne is Schildergasse Street, which dates back to the Roman era. Roman soldiers formerly marched along what was once known as Decumanus Maximus, which served as a crucial commerce route to Gaul. In the Middle Ages, it was also the location of artists who painted coats of arms. The street now goes by the name Shield Street, which is what they named it. 6. Great St. Martin Church. One of Cologne's 12 Romanesque churches is called Great St. Martin. The church is also one of the most magnificent because of its enormous tower. Visitors may easily mistake Great St. Martin for a medieval castle if it weren't for the crosses on top. The church, which is a favorite among tourists, is regarded as one of Cologne's best-looking structures. After the older church was destroyed by fire, the Romanesque church was constructed between 1150 and 1250. Great St. Martin, with its trefoil choir, still commands the old town skyline despite having been extensively damaged during World War I and been restored. 7. RHEINAUHAFEN District. 2 kilometers of the left bank of the Rhine, south of the old town, have been developed into a new area for the digital and creative industries. The former commercial port that occupied this riverbank was known as Rheinauhafen, and since the 1990s, new and ambitious architectural landmarks have replaced the old cranes and waterside industry. The most daring of them are the award-winning crane house structures, which stand 60 meters tall and have top floors that protrude 90 degrees over the water, giving them the appearance of enormous hoisting cranes. Some of the notable old structures have been renovated, such as the Siebengebirge Granary, which was once a granary and has been converted into offices and flats. In the new neighborhood, there is a developing arts scene and a wide selection of restaurants and bars next to the Rhine. 8. Cologne Zoo. One of Germany's oldest zoological parks is the Cologne Zoo, which was established in 1860. Its impressive collection of 19th-century menagerie structures, which includes an elephant house decorated in Moorish style and an old birdhouse that now houses chimpanzees, and looks like a traditional Russian church, serve as a reminder of the property's past. The imitation rainforest on Ape Island, the well-stocked aquarium, and the outstanding large cat exhibit are among the other highlights. Additionally, there is a special biotope habitat where guests may see the animals through bar-free glass. The zoo's ability to show how opinions regarding zoos have changed through time and how modern amenities have been integrated into ancient structures from the original menagerie is one of its most alluring characteristics. 9. Brühl and Augustusburg. Schloss Augustusburg is located in the charming town of Brühl, an easy 15 kilometers south of Cologne. The famous residence of the Archbishop of Cologne is this beautiful palace from the 18th century. This lovely late Baroque, Rococo castle is worth a visit for its spectacular staircase hall, which is lavishly painted and furnished. Its sizable park, where events like concerts and festivals are held outdoors, is another feature. Falkenlust Palace, erected in 1740 and a significant component of UNESCO World Heritage Site, is located within the same park. Along with various museums and historical buildings, such as a Max Ernst Surrealist Artist Museum, Augustusburg Castle, and Castle Falkenplatz, Brühl is also home to other landmarks. Phantasialand, one of the biggest theme parks in Europe, is great for kids. A monorail, a Viking boat tour, a cable car, and a recreation of Old Berlin are among the attractions. 10. Cologne Cable Car. The safest mode of transportation in the city is thought to be the Cologne Cable Car, which runs between the zoo and botanical garden. The brief voyage across the Rhine River, which has been in use since 1957, provides breathtaking views of Cologne, including the river and Cologne Cathedral. Although passengers claim that the cable car is high enough so that not much can be seen, it also passes over a nudist spa. The four-seat cable cars, which are a well-liked tourist attraction in Cologne, take 10 minutes to complete the journey. The Cologne cable car has transported millions of passengers since it opened in 1957 as the first cable car in Europe to span a river, in this instance the Rhine. Of course, the views, especially those of the Old Town and Cologne Cathedral, are the main attraction.